Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Get ready to rumble!
Pump up the jig, yo, pump it up, yo, pump it in. Y'all ready for this?
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. Move it. I like to move it.
To senior number 10, Logan Knowles. At guard, 6'3" sophomore, number 22, Eric Watry. At post, 6'6" sophomore, number 34, Isaiah Lewis. The Wolves are coached by 16th year head coach John Callahan, assisted by Greg Pickard, Brian Cox, Vern Levine, and Joe Althwaite. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please stand. And gentlemen, please remove your hats as we honor this great nation and this community with the singing of our national anthem by John Sedgwick Junior High 7th grader Emily Reel. The South Kitsap Color Guard, commanded by Cadet Chief Petty Officer Alexander Thorpe, will present the colors. Please remain standing until the colors have left the floor. Color Guard, march on the colors.
Twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner
Color Guard, halt! Order! Colors! Hey, hey, Color Guard, dismiss!
Well, welcome everyone to South Kitsap High School. We're happy you can join us for this Wolves varsity basketball game against Puyallup. I'm Curtis Keat, a junior here at South, and joining me in the booth is Jacob Scott. So Jacob, we've been following this team all year long. What can we expect in this game tonight?
I think this game will be a great one. I know Puyallup is a really well-knit, well-crafted, very technical team. So I think if the boys can kick it in gear tonight, we can definitely take the W.
Both of their records are pretty close to together, so it should be a pretty even fight. We have quite a few key seniors in this team tonight: Riley Callahan, Colin Bakalarski, and Logan Knowles. But as you see right now, South is currently 15-6, and Puyallup is 13-8. Pretty even matchup. South is number 2 in the Narrows League, and then Puyallup Vikings number 7 in their respective league. This will be the last game of the season at South.
The crowd section kicking it off early tonight.
Crowd pretty supportive of South tonight. It's been a while since South's hosted a playoff game.
I believe the last time they did was 1993.
Students paid good money to get here tonight, as number 11, Jaden Volman of the Puyallup Vikings, is set to try to get the first points on the board, but Riley Callahan steals it. And Eric Waltree. Both teams very aggressive early on. And Waltree with a three-pointer.
I'd like to say that was a great start for the game.
Great indeed. South up 3-0. And Vikings try to strike right back, but Isaiah Lewis with the rebound.
Timeout Wolves.
And I think I've already noticed some similarities in these teams. They seem to both play one-on-one coverage. So you think that might lead to a low-scoring game?
You know, Curtis, you never really know. We're only like a minute in, so we still have to, I think both teams are still trying to feel out each other, see what they can do to break down each other's defenses. Both teams came out tonight explosive, ready to go to war on the court.
Well, looks like South definitely has some height on Puyallup. South's got a couple 6'3" guys, and then sophomore Isaiah Lewis at 6'6". He's already had a rebound this game.
Puyallup's tallest man is Ross Dombrowski at 6'4", so we'll see how they can match up.
Maybe we'll see some dunking tonight. And Colin Bakalarski, not quite there on a three. And then back to Eric Waltree. And Waltree already with the first 5 points on the board.
One thing South prides itself in is ball movement, and I think that's going to help them a lot tonight.
As well as this amazing crowd. You know, I don't know if you can see on the screen right now, but they're all wearing Hawaiian clothing.
South's known for their themed nights.
And Isaiah Lewis, he's all right. And so, looks like Logan Knowles will pass it off to South. Logan Knowles trying to get open. And
over and back on senior Colin Bakalarski. That's a call that I know frustrates players because it's one that is purely accidental.
Well, South still ahead 5-0, just a couple minutes into the game. And Bakalarski with a nice steal, wide open. And Logan Knowles attempted to recover it. Back to number 11, Jaden Volman. And
number 21, Dane Iverson, showing off, making the first points for Puyallup.
already a free three-pointer for both teams. Bakalarski. I've seen Bakalarski make a lot of three-pointers tonight. He seems to be really good at it.
I bet he can.
And Waltree, again, Waltree with the first 7 points on the board for South.
Definitely doing it all so far in the game.
The Vikings right back, though. Another two three-pointers in a row.
From Dane Iverson. He seems pretty pumped up about his shots.
So a 1-point game, just like that, with 2 shots. Vikings evening out the score. Bakalarski. Again, I think he's just going in a little too fast for these shots.
I think what they need to do is slow down and check the floor.
Isaiah Lewis with a dive. Recovering it for South.
Like I was saying, I think they need to slow down, check the floor, and actually make plays instead of going for the quick and easy fast break points. That's not always what scores.
I agree with you, but again, we got Logan Knowles, their go-to man to pass it off. So far, about 4 minutes in the game, and no one's been subbed in for South. South looking fresh as ever. And Colin Bakalarski, see what he's going to do. Waltree. South trying to find a way to break apart the Vikings defense.
Time's ticking on the shot clock.
And Bakalarski, not quite there on the side shot. And
what a pass from Logan Knowles, though.
Covered by number 10, Tony Gutierrez. And
Eric Waltree with the
again.
steal. Oh.
Almost there on a dunk.
Trying to slam, but that rim gets you sometimes.
I was impressed by that. Waltree's only 6'3", and he can almost dunk there. Both teams very pumped up tonight, and it's a very hostile crowd. And the Vikings with the lead.
Number 13, Rostam Dombrowski, splitting 3 defenders to make that layup.
Both teams just in your face early on.
Puyallup coming with some hard defense, not letting Callahan make it past the half-court line in time.
Callahan, usually a fast and aggressive player, very good on his feet with the ball.
It seems their defense is focused a lot on him. I've seen him double teamed a few times already. That time he was triple teamed. So let's see if they can find a way to break that. So
far, their leading scorer, Riley Callahan, has yet to score a point in this game. It's been all Eric Waltree, the sophomore. And 2 scores in a row for Puyallup, taking an 11-7 lead. But here comes Callahan.
I'm not sure where he was trying to go with that shot.
I think he was just trying to mimic Puyallup on that last play. But he looks like he got the foul, so he'll be able to get something out of it. I've noticed Callahan's been pretty spot on this year with his free throws. Seems to be the focus of the whole team this year.
Missed one. Let's see if he can sink the second.
But, you know, as we've witnessed, free throws can just really determine the game. We've seen some really close nail-biters, and so far that's what we've got on our hands.
That is very true. 4 points down. They need it.
And now a 3.
It.
A nice play by Waltree, saving it. At a 3-point attempt. Another 3-pointer for the Vikings.
It's Jaden Volman.
The Vikings now with a 6-point lead.
It looks like Puyallup has a wide range of scores. That's going to make it a little difficult to defend them.
South just needs to get in this. They need to. Logan Knowles with a good attempt. And he'll get to get on the shot line. It looks like
Dombrowski was trying to get the charge.
And Logan Knowles bring it to 5-point now. And Logan Knowles 2 for 2. Bring this to a 4-point game now with about 2:30 left in the first quarter.
Puyallup subbing in DJ Winter for Dombrowski.
You know, normally first quarter will be over by now. It's been a pretty long quarter.
It's been a lot of calls. South student section seems to just be getting larger and larger in this first quarter.
I've never seen two teams, though, more determined. And Puyallup again. The 6-point lead over South. And looks like
another over and back call on to South.
Isaiah Lewis not happy about that. But like you said, it's just a mistake.
Coach Callahan seems to be really heated about that call.
Bakalarski had a chance to go down and make a lay-in open court. But now he's right in the offender's face. Number 11, Jaden Bowman trying to juke Bakalarski. But he passed it off, and again, another three-pointer.
I think South needs to work on their perimeter defense. That's where Puyallup's really starting to get them.
Puyallup has shut out South for the past couple of minutes. But Isaiah Lewis, though, with a nice lay-in.
He definitely had to work for that one, but it looks like he got it.
Using that 6'6" frame to his advantage. Puyallup comes right back.
That's DJ Winter with a quick lane.
Puyallup not letting up at all, but Bakalarski. And an impressive score by Logan Knowles. But South missing a block. Another three-pointer by Puyallup.
That lead has jumped to 10 now.
And we'll see if Callahan can get the foul on that. You know, the student section had to pay a lot of money to get in here tonight. Normally what would be free ended up costing $5 with ASB and $7 without. It looks like they're getting their money's worth so far. And now he's going to have an unguarded free throw attempt. Callahan seems to be pretty good at drawing up those fouls. We may need that tonight because, as you mentioned, they've been doing a pretty good job at covering him tonight.
They sure have. It's that full court press that Puyallup keeps setting on them. South is having a hard time breaking it.
I noticed just quite a few times that Callahan's just kind of taking that initiative to try to draw the foul, and it's been working. Wolves only down 8 points. And Bakalarski with a three-point attempt, and he makes it. And already back to a 5-point game. In the past 12 seconds, South has scored several points. And back to chaos. And to Callahan, to his best friend Bakalarski.
Isaiah Lewis with a great putback.
Isaiah Lewis again. And now with less than 10 seconds left, back to a 3-point game. Less than 10 seconds in the first quarter. Puyallup trying to make one last score. Another three-pointer by Puyallup.
It's number 21, Dane Iverson, with that buzzer beater.
Those three-pointers are really adding up for Puyallup. Those could definitely hinder South later on if they keep making those. But South impressive early on. Eric Waltree, he has just been everywhere today.
Let's hope South Kitsap can figure something out on how to guard that perimeter, because if not, Puyallup seems like they will be scoring from there all night long.
That's got to be the highest scoring first quarter I've seen all season.
Definitely, 27-21.
But there's our SK band. Again, always here for all the sporting events and the cheerleaders as well. Again, if South loses tonight, they are still in it. They need 2 losses to be eliminated from the playoffs, but it's a pretty even matchup tonight. It could go either way, I think.
I think so too, Curtis. Let's see what they can do. Seems like they've put in Xavier Wells. Let's hope he can make a difference in the game.
Yeah, Xavier Wells in for Waltree. He had a big first quarter. Coach is giving him some rest so they can use him later on. Callahan not quite there on the three-point attempt.
Little mix-up between Xavier and Isaiah Lewis.
Again, number 11, Jaden Bowman, trying to lead these Vikings back. And another three-point attempt. A little short there. Back to Bakalarski and Callahan. One of the biggest dynamic duos I've seen in South basketball. And Bakalarski, with a nice quick lay-in, bringing it to a 4-point game. Another three-point attempt. Puyallup just keeps nailing in these three-pointers.
That time was number 34, Devin Neff.
I haven't seen them make too many lay-ins, but they all seem to have a wide range for those three-pointers. And Bakalarski loses it.
That's 5 players so far in Puyallup to shoot at least 2 three-pointers.
And another attempt.
Jaden Bowman.
This is just crazy, man. I have no words. I've never seen so many three-pointers in a game. Xavier Wells now trying to make something happen, and Isaiah Lewis try to recover it.
He'll be going to the line for a quick 2.
Let's see what the tall guy can do with the free throws. Misses that one, but his teammates just say, hey, brush it off. And Isaiah Lewis brings us to a 9-point game. And looks like he'll go out for Eric Waltree, as he said. Waltree had a big first quarter, so let's see if he can bring back some momentum for South. Calling Bakalarski, trying to get a steal. Puyallup just trying to get open for a three-point attempt because that's what they've been nailing all night.
Eric Waltree with the block, but it's going to be a foul.
Let's see how loud this crowd can get now.
Sharpshooter Jaden Bowman's at the line.
And there it is. Back to 10-point. It looks like Callahan is checking out for a junior, Travis Delgado.
I know Travis is a bit of a sharpshooter himself.
Yeah, Travis impressed me a lot on the JV squad last year, so let's see what he can do at varsity level. I haven't seen a whole lot of him this year in varsity. There we go, Travis. To Xavier Wells. And Wells try to get an undershot. And a nice screen by number 5, DJ Winner. Screen on Bakalarski. More points on the board for the Puyallup Vikings, but Bakalarski looks at Travis Delgado, pretty fast on his feet. Back and forth between him and Xavier. And Bakalarski with a 3-point.
That was a deep three, and he sinks it effortlessly.
That was close to half court. Now a 11-point game. Another 3-point attempt. And again, as Puyallup breaks into the 40s, so many 3-points, really adding to the deficit of South now.
And really, there's nothing to take away from South's defense because they're playing them hard. But Puyallup,
But there's Waltree again with a 3-pointer and a timeout called. It's only an 11-point game, but still. Vikings making 3-pointers under pressure with defenders in their faces. And that's the majority of what they've made as 3-pointers.
that is true.
So as you can see on the list here, if South loses tonight, they'll still have a game on Saturday versus Mount Tahoma that can stay in the playoffs. But if they win, where are they going to be at, Jacob?
If they win, they will be at Auburn High School on Saturday.
So South either way still in this, but hoping to win tonight.
Puyallup has brought back Ross Dombrowski.
Puyallup doesn't have as big of a roster as South does, but they all are doing a pretty good job of subbing them in and out. And again, like you said, many of them with several 3-pointers. And looks like that'll be a foul on Xavier Wells.
Coach Callahan having a word with the ref.
And number 10, Tony Gertes, almost there. Again, quick recovery by Puyallup, and Puyallup now with a 13-point lead over the Wolves. Back to Bakalarski. Another 3-point attempt by Bakalarski. Puyallup really fast on the court. South trying to play double coverage now.
Number 22, Tyler Torgerson.
And a quick recovery again.
The steal from Tony Gutierrez to Ross Dombrowski. Puyallup does a lot of cross-court passes I don't think South Kitsap is ready for. And I think that's what's really hurting them this game.
And they're playing deep defense, forcing Colin Bakalarski to go through people. But he gets
showing
another
off
two
a
on the
little
board.
bit with the fake pass.
And Xavier Wells, again, looks like he'll be fouled.
Callahan coming back in for Travis Delgado.
Travis did pretty well, though, I think. We'll see if he can come back in later. Puyallup. South getting, I think, their defense squared away a little better now. Looks like that'll be a foul on number 13, Ross Dombrowski of the Puyallup Vikings.
And he comes out immediately as DJ Winter goes back in.
Lucky break for the Wolves. About 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in this first half. And it's been very back and forth, but mostly Vikings. Looks like McIntyre McCartney's coming out. And Logan Knowles getting ready as well to come back in. Xavier Wells did pretty well. He had a couple fouls, but also a couple good shots as well. Back and forth between Bakalarski and
Logan Knowles setting up for the three-point play. Let's see if he can finish it.
I've noticed from Knowles this season that he's been pretty spot on with his free throws, so let's see if he can make this a 11-point game once again. Almost there, but Knowles with
Gets
a
his
recovery.
own rebound.
And, oh, the wall tree almost had it.
Stolen by Dane Iverson. This kid is all over the court.
I think the entire Puyallup offense is all over the court. Crowd trying to reassure the Wolves. And as you mentioned, I think more and more people are coming into the crowd now.
It has. It's increased. It's gotten larger and larger.
We'll see if they can be the difference makers, but Puyallup just adding on almost in the 50s now.
Not quite sure what happened there.
I'm not either, but I guess it's Wolves ball. And again, Logan Knowles always seems to be their go-to guy to pass it off for them. And looks like that'll be traveling on Knowles.
That was kind of a hard pass that led him straight into two defenders that pushed him.
Almost out of bounds on the Vikings. Another three-point attempt, but Knowles gets the rebound. Charging down, and two defenders in his face.
This jump ball in the favor of the Vikings.
I've never seen a defensive unit quite like the Puyallup Vikings.
I haven't seen an offensive unit quite like the Puyallup Vikings.
South has had their hands full tonight. What do you think the coach will say as we're wrapping down the last 40 seconds of this half? What do you think he'll say in halftime?
I think Callahan is going to try and devise a way to stop them on the perimeter as
And
Riley
another
gets the ball
steal.
stolen.
Vikings trying to get into the 50s, or already in the 50s, but trying to get more onto the scoreboard.
Puyallup dominating the game right now. Let's hope in the second half the Wolves can bring it back.
Just trying to run off the time.
shot clock and game clock on the same.
A good recovery by Callahan. Going the Hail Mary. Well, not quite there, but been an impressive half so far for both teams. So, looks like for tonight's halftime show, we have some stuff from SK Video Production. They recently competed in a nationwide video competition, and they finished in the top 10. They didn't win the grand prize, but they did win a $6,000 control computer. So here's the entry for that contest. We'll be right back for the second half.
As one of the largest high schools in the state of Washington, at 2,100 students, we're like a small city. Every day, students are doing interesting and newsworthy things in their clubs, their sports, or the arts. As the Emmy Award-winning video program in this high school, we strive to promote and report on as many of these activities as possible. On a daily basis, our video students combine stories, promotional videos, PSAs, and the school bulletin to create WTV News. This live daily show is our flagship production. Just in the month of November, we produced nearly 129 minutes of live television. WTV has been around since 2003 with almost 216 hours of live student-produced TV. In addition, we produce multi-camera events such as concerts, plays, assemblies, sporting events, and graduations. And since 2005, all of this student work is seen outside the high school by our community through our very own cable TV channel, SKTV. It takes a full crew of students to do these multi-camera events. From setup to teardown, we work non-stop to achieve professional production values. However, we have some limitations as we still use a mix of old school tech like Super VHS tapes alongside our trusty TriCaster 40. Last year, we produced 20 multi-camera events. This year, we've done about 8, including our production of Richard III by our outstanding theater department. But we could do much more. What's our biggest obstacle? Well, our mobile studio is only mobile in our building. It's too bulky to take on the road and would probably not survive the rigors of transport. However, with the new tech streaming sports car, this could all change. Remote events would now be in our reach and would give us hands-on experience with cutting-edge professional technology. SKHS Video Production is a great program for aspiring media professionals. But other winners in the success of our program are our students and the community who is recognized, informed, and entertained by our productions. Our goal is to continue on the leading edge of technology, and with the outcome of this contest, position ourselves to achieve that, and more.
For Riley Callahan, it's his senior year, meaning his last year playing basketball here at SK. But for his dad, Coach Callahan, it means his last year being able to coach his own son.
Very proud of Riley, not only on the basketball court, but in the classroom and in all phases, not just basketball.
With being the coach's son, there's always a lot of pressure.
Yes, there is pressure. I haven't felt it the last 2 years, though, but sophomore year I definitely felt it because people would be like, oh, you're the coach's kid, so you're on varsity, of course. So I had to prove myself a lot out there.
Even though Riley will no longer be coached by his dad next year, the memories they made over the years will never fade.
One of the funnest things was when Riley and Kelsey when they were kids growing up, they were the ball boy and ball girl. And so I have really great memories of those guys in the Tacoma Dome under the basket sweeping the floor at our games.
Going to state with my dad.
Because of their close bond, it is going to be tough for the both of them after this season ends.
It's been a great experience. I hope Riley would say that too. It's already his senior year, and he's done a really good job. When this season ends, yeah, it's going to be pretty sad for me. He's my best friend in the world, and so I'm just trying to enjoy every second of this year. I'm really going to miss him when he's gone.
At home, it's kind of like fun time, like joke around like two teenagers, but then on the court, most of the time, it's a little more serious, more than like fun. I definitely will miss my dad, but I plan on having a future with him in basketball.
Got any spare change left in your pockets from lunch? How about donating them to Pennies for Patients? Pennies for Patients is a program that strives to help those who are sick with blood cancer, things like leukemia and lymphoma. Did you know that every 4 minutes someone is diagnosed with blood cancer, and every 10 minutes someone dies due to blood cancer? 1/3 of patients are made up of kids under the age of 15. Imagine being a teenager with cancer. The cost to treat blood cancer can be as expensive as $250,000. So, why not donate a few coins to help treat cancer? All you need is a simple penny to get started. Remember, every penny counts.
Last year, thousands of kids just like you were left hungry due to the low supply of food. Backpacks for Kids is still taking non-perishable donations, and with your help, we can make this year different. Consider donating non-perishable items to Mr. Bergeson in room 324.
Well, we started 18 years ago in my classrooms, 15 of them right there in room 324. So we've done some big things year after year to help the children of the high school and of the elementary schools and junior highs to be better nourished and to send them a clear message that we care about them.
You.
You can make a difference.
Why wait? The time is now.
There's a quote that goes like this: all it takes for the bad side of humanity to triumph is for good men and women to do nothing. So the question that you should ask is, do you make this school a better place? Is this school safer? Are students emotionally and physically safer at this school because you are a student here?
Wait, did you see them? Probably not. Make it easier for drivers to spot you in the morning by wearing something bright. Like this. Makes you look brighter. So come on, get your clothes on.
OMG, he's so cute.
Hey, what's up? Talking to this really cute guy that added me on Facebook. So wait, you actually don't know him? No, but he's like really cute and sweet. And he wants to hang out today.
Welcome back to South Kitsap High School. We got about a minute until the second half will start, and Puyallup Vikings are currently leading the Wolves 52-34 in this playoff game at South Kitsap High School. Joining me in the booth is Jacob Scott, and I'm Curtis Keat. And man, that first half, the Vikings just put on a clinic here at South Kitsap High School.
They sure did. They left nothing behind. let's hope South Kitsap can come back and take better control of this game.
As we witnessed in the first half, we have several teams and the members on the Vikings that are in double digits with their points. They just were scoring three-pointers like crazy, and they just shut out the SK Wolves defense in the first half. And it was just crazy. That's
South Kitsap needs to stop playing zone and play man so that they can cover their perimeters, because from the perimeter, Puyallup is merciless.
And they never hesitate with the three-pointers. That's why they're up 20 points. And another three-point attempt. Isaiah Lewis, though, with the rebound. To Riley Callahan. Calling back to Larski. And Logan. Callahan trying to draw the foul. And it doesn't, looks like it doesn't work this time. Well, they had a few successes in the first half of that, but that time didn't end up working. As number 11, Jaden Volman, one of the seniors and leaders of this team for the Vikings.
Isaiah Lewis with another rebound. Almost got slipped up.
Isaiah just has to reach up and grab it. He's 6'6".
Riley Callahan taking it coast to coast, trying to give the Wolves some momentum back.
Looks like the Vikings have perhaps slowed down a little bit. You think maybe they're a little comfortable with their lead?
I think so.
Another three-point attempt, though, and a success.
Jaden Volman, again,
bringing this to a 19-point game. Callahan, though, right back there.
Volman with the nice spin.
And Eric Waltree, an impressive steal, right back to the Vikings. Stole it right from Riley Callahan. And then Waltree and Isaiah Lewis fighting for it.
Isaiah Lewis with a nice save behind the back pass.
Impressive defensive effort by South. And back to Isaiah Lewis,
who draws the foul. Looks like he got hit on the way up. He's rubbing his eye. Let's hope that doesn't affect his his free throws.
Yeah, it was a little difficult for that guy to stuff Isaiah. He's a tall guy. But
Puyallup calls the timeout.
So I think already I've noticed a pretty positive change in the SK Wolves.
Definitely. I see that they've come out more explosive. They know what to expect from this Puyallup team.
But once again, the Puyallup just relentless with their three-pointers.
Definitely. Let's hope South can keep that at bay for the rest of this game.
I think South just needs to be more in your face on defense, more one-on-one coverage. But Isaiah Lewis. Puyallup student section trying to get in Isaiah Lewis' head, but he ain't having none of it. Bakalarski, though, quick rebound attempt, but it's back to the Vikings. And again, the Vikings seem to have slowed down a little bit. South playing great defense right now. Shot clock running out. 3 seconds left. And Callahan with a nice rebound.
I think you were right when you said that they're playing more in-your-face defense because that's really starting to help them out.
They managed to get a lot of time off the clock with the shot clock running out on the Vikings.
That shot was way off.
Callahan was screened, but didn't matter because it was missed, and now Callahan trying to charge back down. Now, this is one of the largest crowds I've seen all year for a game.
Definitely. Students always come out to support them, especially on a playoff game.
Yeah, you mentioned how long has it been since we last hosted a playoff game?
It was 1993.
South was kind of counted out a few weeks ago from the playoffs, but they managed to win 5 in a row to make it this far.
That's quite an impressive feat.
And now South, I think perhaps they've discovered the secret of the Vikings offense. Bakalarski being held, but he manages to get to rebound. And to Logan Knowles. Logan Knowles almost there, but Bakalarski with a rebound.
And the putback.
And now a 15-point game.
Looks like the Wolves has gathered some momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Wolves never giving up. And Isaiah Lewis.
Colin Bakalarski with the block from behind.
And Bakalarski. Looks like that'll be number 14 of Puyallup.
Timeout from Puyallup. South really starting to pick things up in the second half.
I think perhaps they're in Puyallup's head a little bit.
I think so. I think, as you mentioned before, Puyallup is getting too comfortable with their lead. Even though it is still 15 points, South is coming in strong.
Little halftime adjustments definitely helped for them. Coach Callahan making them get back into this. Trying to get one last run at state with his son, Riley. About 3:28 left in this third quarter. South Kitsap loosening the deficit a little bit. And Eric, ball now in the hands of Eric Waltree, and Riley.
He gets fouled outside the perimeter, so he's going to the line for 3. South so far is on an 8-2 run, or 8-3 run, excuse me, holding Puyallup to only 3 points this quarter.
We may still have a game on our hands. Riley missed the three-pointer, but he has a chance to get that all back in free throws as he gets one of them. Riley not hesitating at all. Going very quickly between those two. And looks like Puyallup subbing in number 11, Jaden Volman, one of the seniors and team captains of the team, and it's been a good game for him so far. And Riley, 3 for 3 on that run. Now a 12-point game for the Wolves. Jaden Bowman. Trying to get a three-point attempt going. But South having none of it. Back to Eric Waltree. And the Vikings playing double coverage on Riley Callahan, and Bakalarski with the three-pointer. 9-point game now. Bakalarski always makes those three-pointers when he needs to. And the Vikings, and looks like we'll lose the ball. We're going to need to send in a ladder probably. Or nope, they got a spare one. That's all good.
That three definitely set the tone for the whole gym.
Knock it down. They kind of want to have their ball back, I guess. Watch the crowd go wild. And oh! There we go. We got it back. Good times.
Even in a serious game like this one, there's always time for some humor.
Gotta enjoy the little things in life. It's Callahan to Isaiah. Quick passes between South. And Vikings back and forth right there.
Stolen.
And
it was stolen.
It was stolen, and then it was stolen back, and it was stolen back again as number 2, Nick Gutierrez. And this crowd is pumped.
They are so loud.
Bakalarski. Looks like he's getting fouled on that.
Looks like he tried to stop his jump, but he was already in the air and ended up falling on top of him. Let's see if number 4, Brady Winter, can make his 2 free throws.
As you mentioned, how many points have the Puyallup Vikings scored this half?
3.
The Wolves on an impressive comeback. Winter misses one of his free throws, and Xavier Wells is back in it. Let's see what he can do in the second half. And the crowd very happy about that as Bakalarski gets it right back. To Xavier Wells. Callahan with a three-pointer attempt.
Bounces in and out.
Xavier Wells trying to get it back, but the Tides have really turned in this half. Dominating defense that Puyallup had in the first half seems to have switched to South now. And Logan Knowles with some great defense as Isaiah Lewis gets the rebound. Xavier Wells now.
With this nice behind the back move to go in for a sweet layup.
There we go, Wells. Now only a 7-point game. Lowest deficit since the first quarter. And Xavier Wells is pretty pumped right now. Tried to screen him, but he...
Jaden Volman found a way to get around the defender, Xavier Wells.
Puyallup's first point since the very beginning of this third quarter. Logan Knowles, an impressive catch, and that's going to be fouled on Knowles. Coach Callahan not happy about that call.
Jaden Volman did a great job of setting his feet so he could get that charge.
Almost in the fourth quarter, only a 9-point deficit. The Vikings, that was number 5, DJ Winter, with the impressive one-handed rebound 1 quarter left in this game. And the Puyallup Vikings are leading the South Kitsap Wolves 59-48. But I think the Wolves have really kind of found the way to shut the Vikings down, and they're really getting back into this game now.
I think so too, Curtis. I think that South has figured out how to stop that perimeter play and figured out how to stop their offense for the most part in general. So I think that this last quarter they're really going to push it out and hopefully find a way to take the lead.
Well, again, there's our wonderful student section along with the SK bands and the cheerleaders. Again with the classic Elton John Saturday Night.
South Kitsap student section looking like they're getting ready to do their world famous roller coaster.
Always fun at pep assemblies. A real treat to watch. We'll see if the ref will actually allow it this time. There we go. Perhaps the roller coaster got in the Vikings' head a little bit.
It's definitely distracting.
I get a kick out of it.
Always. Let's see if the Wolves can get a kick out of this last quarter.
I see what you did there. Back to Waltree. Sorry, that was Xavier Wells. Get them mixed up sometimes. Xavier Wells. Bakalarski almost on the line, almost out of bounds, and Isaiah Lewis will draw the foul. Trying to get South into the 50s. Isaiah having none of it from the Puyallup student section. And 2 in a row for Isaiah as they break into the 50s, and it's a 9-point game. About 40 seconds into this last quarter. And
Nick Gutierrez with a quick layup.
Three-point attempt by Wells with a recovery, and that'll be out of bounds on Puyallup. Nice play by Xavier Wells. Looks like he'll be subbed out with Eric Waltree. Eric Waltree was a big player in the first half. To Isaiah Lewis with the impressive play-in.
The Wolves are really trying their best to get back in this game.
Key is going to be their defense, though. And Bakalarski with a nice steal. A three-point attempt, and it's good. And South is on fire. It's been an amazing comeback. Down to a 6-point game. And the band will play some Sir Mix-a-Lot. About 6:20 left in this game. Puyallup Vikings have maintained their lead since the first quarter, but it's been getting smaller and smaller as this second half has been progressing. Down to a 6-point deficit. Let's see what South can pull up. Eric Waltree defending number 11, Jaden Bowman.
Very well, too. Maybe too well, as Eric gets another foul.
And again, Waltree back on the defense and almost had a steal. And number 2 of Puyallup, Nick Gutierrez, broke through 2 defenders to make that shot. South right back on the attack. Bakalarski to his old buddy Callahan. Logan Knowles trying to set up a screen, and Callahan almost there on a three-pointer.
Those shots are definitely frustrating when they just go in and bounce right out.
Seemed to come pretty easy for Puyallup. And again, Nick Gutierrez, 2 consecutive lay-ins, bring it back to a 10-point game. It all comes down to who wants it more. Looks like Nick Gutierrez wanted it. Isaiah Lewis with the rebound.
And he draws the foul.
Jinx. Isaiah Lewis been pretty spot on this half with free throws. Not quite there in that one. He makes the second one though. 9-point game once again. Less than 5 minutes left in this game. South trying to pull off a miracle. And looks like Puyallup's just going to take their time, try to draw as much time off as they can. Trying to maintain that lead they've had since the first quarter. And number 5, DJ Winter, with another lay-in. What do you think South really needs to do in these last few minutes, Jacob?
In these last few minutes, South needs to find a way to not let that happen and then figure out a way to score on this tough defense.
And another three-pointer by the Puyallup Vikings, breaking into the 70s. They're really beginning to add up now with those three-pointers, and Callahan tried to get one, not quite there. Less than 4 minutes now, and another three-point attempt. Isaiah Lewis with the rebound, back to Callahan.
Isaiah Lewis is huge.
And Callahan, looks like he drew the foul. Again, if South loses tonight, they are still in it. They'll be playing at Mount Tahoma. But if they do win it, that evens their chances because they'll get a better seed to play. Riley Callahan at the line. And he nails that first one. That was a scary one, but it made it. brings it to a 12-point game. 3:48 left on the clock, and playing double coverage on Puyallup, and we'll see if that pays off. And Callahan almost with the steal. Callahan reached right in there and batted it out. But it'll still be Vikings ball. South really trying to overcome the odds and win this game, but they have to play better defense and not let them score anymore. Trying not to do that. Logan Knowles playing close up. Bakalarski trying to get another steal, and
Eric Watry with the steal. Quick pass to Colin, and he
gets
drops
a
the
three-pointer.
three.
And again, a 9-point game. A little over 3 minutes left. A great play between Bakalarski and Waltree. Great team effort on that last drive. And again, Vikings trying to set up a three-pointer. Not quite there as Bakalarski gets the rebound and a juke. Impressive. But then a steal by Nick Gutierrez. Bakalarski saves the day,
but causes the foul in the midst of it.
Trying to slow this game down. Less than 3 minutes left. They're trying to conserve all the time they have. Nick Gutierrez not bothered by the crowd. Brings it again to a 10-point lead. Two for two on that. That's huge for the Vikings. And Callahan letting it bounce all the way down past half court. That was interesting. Bakalarski dribbling low, and it's batted out by Puyallup, but that'll be South's ball. Back to Callahan. Callahan with the lay-in attempt, and Isaiah Lewis with the rebound.
And draws another foul. He'll be going back to the line.
Last drive he made 2 in a row. Let's see if he can do it again. Isaiah great at getting those rebounds and then getting fouled off of it. People try to stuff him, but when you're 6'6", it's kind of impossible. As he makes a free throw. Again, South to a 10-point deficit now. Really trying to creep back up on their necks. Looks like Puyallup will take their time. So South will either try to get a steal or foul. Eric Waltree playing close-up defense. Puyallup going to try to get another three-pointer to really seal this. Everyone getting open, and looks like Nick Gutierrez will get an offensive foul.
Logan Knowles did a great job of forcing that charge.
It was either charge or lose the shot clock. 2 minutes left in this game. 10 points. Puyallup's had the lead for the majority of the game, but it's been getting smaller. What do you think that they have to do to ensure this win?
To ensure the win, they just have to play hard, not lose focus, and just keep doing what they're doing.
South, as we mentioned, has won 5 straight, and this is the first time since '93 that they have hosted a playoff game. And this will be the last time this season they play at home. Fans played a lot of money, and they've definitely got their money's worth in this game tonight. Logan Knowles set off to pass it. Interesting strategy by Riley Callahan, bouncing it around like that. Bakalarski with a 3-point attempt. Time winding down. Puyallup gingerly going down the court. Nick Gutierrez, lane attempt, and Isaiah Lewis almost there with a rebound. Shot clock resets itself, and Logan Knowles gets the foul to get the clock stopped. The Vikings back to an 11-point deficit. Trying to stay strong through the end. Minute 23 and South has quite a hole to dig out of. Riley Callahan with a 3-point attempt and stolen back by the Vikings. And
Eric Watry attempted to keep it alive, but it went straight into the hands of Jaden Volman.
South trying to get a steal or a foul, and they get a foul. Logan Knowles once again stopping the clock with 56 seconds.
Like you've said before, without this W, South is still set to play again on Saturday at Mount Tahoma.
It'll be a little more challenging for them, though, because they'll be playing a tougher team. Puyallup has been very tough for them tonight.
It's those threes, man.
They made literally dozens of three-pointers, and that has really been the key factor for the Puyallup Vikings. And these free throws as well, they do add up, as you can see. 53 seconds left. Bakalarski with a 3-point attempt. And Wolves running out of time. Logan Knowles again with the foul. 40 seconds left. South just trying to stay alive. Vikings trying to ensure this victory. And the Vikings impersonating South's chant. South not happy, and Waltree with a 3-point attempt. And South subbing in their backups. I think they've realized that it's pretty much over. As well as Austin Bain, McIntyre McCarty, and Taryn Mackey. Vikings very impressive tonight. Wolves put up a pretty good fight, but The Vikings overall have been unstoppable.
With a game like this, timeout from Puyallup, but with a game like this and a loss, it shows your true character, because then when they play on Saturday, they'll fight harder and play better as a team.
South has dealt with a lot of adversity, and this loss is definitely an adversity for them. It's going to be harder for them, but South still has hopes of making it back to the state quarterfinals and semifinals. This crowd, though, still showing their support for the Wolves. Wolves going to try to end this game strong. .32 seconds left. Let's see. Aaron Scott trying to get the steal, and McIntyre trying to get the foul. And looks like the shot clock and game clock are pretty even now. 15 seconds. Ten seconds. And that'll just about do it.
South Kitsap played a great game today.
Well, we want to thank you all for joining us today at South Kitsap High School. South played, again, a very valiant effort against the Puyallup Vikings, but overall, in the end, the Vikings were just unstoppable as they win 75-62. However, both teams are still in it for the playoffs. South will be playing at Mount Tahoma this Saturday. Thanks for watching. I've been Curtis Keat alongside Jacob Scott. You all have a great night.